Shalom, my King Sababa, I'm alive for the great snowstorm camp here in Philadelphia, giving out praises and do I see how about Shimmy Shah, about Shimmy Kakadash, double honors to the other apostle, great millstone, and shalom and salutation out there to the hopeful elect. So I'm going to get into this article. It says, world powers should consider slavery reparations, and the world powers being who? The other nations. And they're saying they should consider, which we obviously know they're not going to do, but they claim it's on the table. And it goes to show you that they sort of acknowledge the atrocities and the ill will that was done towards the nation of Israel. And this one is just they just really focusing on reparations for who they call it, African peoples, which they're really the Israelites. Those are Negroid, which the American Negro. Then you got Benjamin, the so-called Jamaicans. Then you got the Levites, the so-called Haitians. They're really focusing on them. But all the tribes, they they we deserve reparations or payback for serving slavery, and that's not going to be by the other nations or the world powers giving us reparations. The Most High is going to deliver us. The Most High is going to give us that power, or He's going to restore us as a people, as a total people, man. Not just Judah. You want to have Ephraim as well, the other, tribes that's so called separated from Judah. But we're in a time now where the Most High is bringing all the tribes together. But they're not, considering that. They're not, because we out there on highways and byways, the men of the Lord, the ones that teach out there with truth and sincerity. That's where it starts. We out there, building our nation up, the Yahweh Shem Shah, with His word. We out there with the altar of the Lord. We making that sacrifice, and we crying and sighing against all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. And the Most High, through His Son Yahweh Shah, He's going to deliver us. He's going to be the one that's going to repair our nation, man. Okay, and during that repairing process, it tells us that the other nations, they're going to be our servants, as it was always intended any damn way. The other nations were meant, even though they're superpowers now, or they're world powers now, you know, specifically so-called white man. Then you got the Arabs, Ishmaelites, Chinese, and the Japanese, Moab and Ammon. You got Elam. You got all the nations that's over us in so-called power, and they have resources, etc. But the Most High is the one that's going to deliver His people and put them on top. You other nations, though you want to acknowledge, you know, the atrocities that was done upon us, which you have your hand in, you help forward the affliction. And Esau specifically, he's the sword of the Most High. At the end of the day, these nations are going to pay, whether they apologize, they give us, I don't give a damn how many FRN notes. They can give us Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, Ethereum. They can give us land, 100 acres and a mule, all that bullshit. At the end of the day, you nations are going to be under us. Okay, we're not going to be hand in hand or equal to the other nations. The Most High didn't set it up that way. Which Esau, he will tell you that, all men are created equal, which that's total madness. But he'll have you believe that. That's utter madness, man. But yet they're in power. They have the hegemony over the whole entire planet. They rule over the whole entire planet, man. But he'll have you believe that all men are created equal. That's madness, man. You can do a damn a weak topic on that. That's why we call the so-called white man the devil that the Bible speaks of. But yet you have all these other nations that's over the nation of Israel, and they think we just going to be in servitude forever, man. It's not going to be like that. The Lord said that we are above all people on the face of the earth, man. And the Lord is going to grant us that power. It's going to be the nation of Israel in the future, like the scriptures say, at this time restore the kingdom to Israel. Will you at this time restore the kingdom to Israel? That's in the near future. The only superpower that's going to be present are going to be the Israelites or the Israelite kingdom, man. And we're going to have a righteous, authoritative rule over the universe, under Yahweh or Yahweh Shah, man. And Yahweh Shah is going to be the king, along with King David. And then you're going to have the hierarchy. But you other nations, you're going into captivity. You want to you want to know one reparation you can give us is y'all putting chains around y'all neck, around y'all feet. Okay, that's one thing, but it's not going to happen that way, man. Okay, the Most High is going to allow us. It's in the scriptures to subjugate the other nations, but the Lord He has to give us that power in that time. During that time, man. Like the scriptures say, when the Lord comes back, that's when His servants shall fight. Just like it tells you in Jeremiah that the hunted shall become the hunter. Okay, and the prey shall be the predator, or will become the predator. You know, and you other nations, you're going to be the prey. And the Most High is going to give us the power to take you down, just like the Most High gave y'all the power. Let me get that. All right, this is Psalm 75 verse 6. It says, "For promotion cometh neither from the east, nor from the west, nor from the south, but the Most High is the judge. He putteth down one and setteth up another." Okay, so again, the Most High, He gave these nations the power to rule, and He gave the so-called white man to the power to rule over the whole earth, man, to be number one. Specifically, the Babylonian Edomites, or Babylon. Babylon, or aka America, is number one. Even though we know, the elite banking families, which don't live in here in America, they run the whole show. But America is, Babylon, the great Sodom and Gomorrah, and the place that's going to be destroyed because of its iniquity. And these elites know that. They know that. They've been working on this whole plan for generations since they came into power, man. They know that they Edomites. They want their blessing back, but they're not going to get it. They going in slavery. So the only thing, let's look up the word reparations real quick. Okay, it says, what is the true meaning of reparation? You're gonna look up in the etymology as well. It says reparations are the act or process of making amends for a wrong. So let's go into the scriptures real quick because that's a precept. It's a lot of precepts. Like it's a ton of precepts. But I got one in particular that I want to bring out. This is Sirach chapter 10 verse 8. This is the quick one. This is talking about the Edomites, man. This whole chapter is talking about the Edomites. It says, verse 8, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit or wrongdoing, the kingdom is translated or given over to from one people to another, or transferred from one people to another. Okay, so that power that Esau has, because he considers himself, Lucifer, that he's the holder of the light, which he doesn't hold any light. He's the personification of darkness and wickedness. The physical manifestation of wickedness. Okay, the Most High made a wicked people known as the Edomites, and the righteous people, the real holders of the light, which are the Israelites. Okay, and Esau he rules by deception. He'll make you believe that he's a white person. He'll make you believe that we're black people. You know, he'll make you believe that he's righteous and that we are a wicked people, man, and we are cursed. Meanwhile, he's the Edomite. He's the actual cursed one, man. He's the real cursed one, man. Okay, even though we under the curses, man, ain't nothing like being a goddamn Edomite. And guess what? We gonna find out soon enough, man, what it's like to be the real curse on a planet. Are you Edomites? And again, your elites know this. They know it, and they want that blessing back. They're not going to get it, man. The whole new world order is about that blessing, and Esau is going to try to exterminate the Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, from existence. And Esau, he knows that prophecy. If he would search the stars, go in outer space and go and search the earth and search underneath the earth or the sea, that he will be able to destroy us. Which that's not going to happen in the slightest. Not even a little bit, because the scriptures say in Revelation 12, when the Lord when the Lord comes back and fight against Esau, it was over just like that, man. In the blink of an eye, man. He was completely outmatched by, and the other nations were outmatched by the Yahweh Shah and the angels, man. Okay, so Yahweh Shai, he's going to be the unanimous victor, man. It's going to be a one-sided ass whooping when the Lord comes back. The Lord he's going to suffer no casualties, man. Especially with his elect, he's going to deliver his elect. 2/3, they got to go. They got to go, man. Okay, but the Lord, he's only going to deliver his elect, man. Not ain't not one goddamn actual heathen is going to be delivered. Okay, they going in the they either dying on this side or they're going to be reserved for slavery, man. Okay, and the first job is to bury the dead bodies, man. Okay, and those other nations, they got to be put into submission. They're not going to want a so-called Negro or Latino or Native American to rule over the other nation. They're not going to allow that shit. But the scriptures say the kings of this earth shall be, and then the queens of the so-called queens of this earth shall be thy nursing fathers and thy nursing mothers, man. The true reparations is when Yahweh Shah comes back. Okay, when he comes back, to deliver his elect, man, and the Most High is going to heal his nation. Starting off with the elect, man. Okay, they're going to be saved or delivered by Yahweh Shah, and the Lord's going to give us that power, man. Okay, in the twinkling of a blink of an eye, man. Okay, we're gonna be the new weapons of war. It's like Esau, he's the sword, and he also used these other nations as whipping sticks. We're gonna be the new whipping stick in the kingdom of heaven, man. Okay, but you other nations, you're not gonna learn war anymore, man. You're not gonna lift a goddamn finger towards us, man. All right, your whole since the beginning of the earth was for you to be a servant. Let me get that, man. Under the nation of Israel, and that's what it's going to go back to. That's the order. That's balance, man. Second Ezra chapter 6 verse 54. It says, and after these, Adam also whom thou madest, Lord of all thy creatures, man, even Lord over the other people, man, during that time. Of him come we all, and the people, now it's talking about Israel, also whom thou hast chosen, which are again the Israelites. All this have I spoken before thee, O Yahweh, because thou madest the world for our sakes. I mean, that's plain, man. This earth, even though like Esau being in power, man, really fucks up everything, man. But people don't see that. They think this earth belongs to them. No, it belongs to the nation of Israel, man. It belongs to Yahweh Shah, man. It belongs to Yahweh Yahweh Shah, man. And the Most High, He created all this for us, man, for His people. Okay, this is the gift of our Father, man. This earth, and the universe, man. But right now, we in slavery, man. We're suffering for our sins, man. It's like again, start over. It says, and after these, at, God leave, man. And after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures, of him come we all, and the people also whom thou hast chosen. All this have I spoken before thee, O Yahweh, because thou madest the world for our sakes. As for the other people, which also come of Adam, the other people being who? The other nations, or like they said, the world powers. It says, thou hast said that they are nothing, which that's in the book of Isaiah, but be like unto spittle, Isaiah 40, the 40th chapter, and has likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel. And then the Most High also said that there are, like that's the crazy part. Again, y'all forget that the Most High is the Most High, man. Okay, he said these nations are less than nothing. And on the flip side, because we disobeyed Yahushua Shai and was disobedient to his commandments, he made us less than nothing. But the 2/3, they love this shit, man. They love being less than nothing, man. They love hating one another and killing one another, man, or destroying one another. That we gotta get out of here, man. The 2/3 gots to go, man. They gotta go, man. There's no way in hell we can have a kingdom and be side by side or equal with the 2/3, man. There's no way in hell, man. The 2/3, if they was allowed, to be delivered with the elect, man, they'll try to take down our kingdom, man. They'll try to get the power back to Esau, man. You know, they'll try to deliver Israel, I mean Esau and the other nations from captivity, man. The 2/3 got to go, man. Anyway, it says again, well, let me read the rest of this. Verse 57. And now, O Yahweh, behold, these heathen, okay, the world powers, which have ever been reputed as nothing, have begun to be lords over us. Or they became world powers, man. Israel is not a world power, man, or a superpower in the slightest. Even, the Brazil, and I forget the other country they said is like they could potentially become, but they still not. Okay, our people, they can't be a superpower in Esau's kingdom, man. They can't have any kind of power in those other countries that like Brazil and other countries that have resources and somewhat power. Esau run that shit, man. The so-called white man is behind that. His hand is in that, man. Okay, the Most High gave the wicked, or he gave the earth to the wicked, which are the Edomites. And it says what? And now, O Yahweh, behold, these heathen which have been reputed as nothing have begun to be lords over us and to devour us. But we, thy people, whom thou hast called thy firstborn, thy only begotten, thy fervent lover, are given into their hands. If the world now be made for our sakes, why do we not possess an inheritance with the world? How long shall this endure? Like, you see these superpowers, and these superpowers, they're trying to, console Israel with, well, they're talking about we should consider reparations or what, an inheritance, which you're not going to get that, man. The other nations are going to serve you, but guess what? These other nations, they're not going to allow that shit. As Esau is currently in power, that's not going to happen, man. And these people, like, they don't understand, like it says in Wisdom of Solomon, the fifth chapter. They don't understand that the Lord is coming back and He's taking over. Okay, He said He's going to make war with the nations on this planet, man. Okay, with the heathen. But Esau will allow you to believe, to believe that they're aliens, man. They're monsters. They're bugs. Just like they brought out talking about some. We discovered an ancient alien, and I don't know what the fuck that was, man. They say that was ET wrapped in toilet paper. But what did you see? In mere days, they made that motherfucker into a cake, man. So just imagine if they knew that they were really, black men, the angels, and Yahweh Shah is coming back. They'll make the Lord and the angels a damn cake, man. That shit was crazy, man. That's how much disrespect, how much hatred they have. They take the Lord as a damn joke, man. Here the Lord is he's coming back. He's not a fucking invader, man. Esau is the invader, man. And the Lord is not a goddamn alien, man. Okay, he's coming back to take his rightful place on the earth, man. Okay, he's coming back to take the power away from the wicked and away from these heathens, man. And he's going to establish a righteous rulership on the planet, man. But just imagine, man, they'll make the Lord into a cake, man. These people are evil, man, and they make mockery of the day of the Lord. They don't take it serious at all. All right, so let's go right here real quick. We want to get another scripture. It says, going back to verse 57, it says, and now, O Yahweh, behold, these heathen which have ever been reputed as nothing, have begun to be lords over us and to devour us. Now, this is Jeremiah 30, chapter 30, verse. go to the point. It says verse 16, therefore all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thy adversaries, every one of them, shall go into captivity, and they that spoil thee shall be a spoil, and all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey. Okay, so again, the other nations devoured us, and it says that it's going to come a day when that we're going to devour our adversaries. It says all thy adversaries, every one of them, shall go into the captivity, man. That's their future. That's one way they're going to repay us. Okay, let's go back to the word reparation. Let's look it up in the it's mine. It's mine. Yeah, Adam online. It says reparation, repair, act of mending. So again, okay, let me keep going on this. It says also a man's compensation recompense, satisfaction for injury, which you read that in Sirach 10. What is done to repair a wrong? So again, it says right there for you to repair it, you obviously gonna be judged as well. You got to go into captivity. That's one of your judgments for all you nations, man. It says every one of them. If you really want to repair or mend, first of all, again, our Savior is going to do that. Yahweh Bashem Shah, man. Okay, not you other nations, man. Okay, you gonna build up the kingdom of heaven, man. That's part of what you want to do to repay us, man. But at the end of the day, you were designed to be our servants. You cannot get around it. Your whole existence is to serve the nation of Israel. But right now, the Lord gave you a time that you can rule, and now we at the end of your rulership. You other people or you other nations ruling over the planet and over the nation of Israel, and the Lord is going to be the one to stop it. It tells you that in the Daniel's second chapter. It tells you that all over the scriptures, man. The Lord is going to be the one, the preeminent one, to bring you other nations down. And again, he's going to make war with the heathen. And that's what Esau is, building up in the media now because we at that time period, man. All the years, specifically, especially our elder apostles, man, been telling us year after year after year about how the Lord is going to come back. And you people didn't believe us. But now, all of a sudden, they just coming out. Like, yeah, that's the aliens, the UFOs, it's all real, yada, yada, yada. But you didn't believe us, but yet you believe it when the so-called white man says it's real. But the so-called white man is deceiving the planet into thinking that they're monsters or they're actually, from another fucking universe or some shit, another planet, and they different entities. But the scriptures tell us that the truth that that's the angels, okay, and they gonna be with Yahweh Shah when he comes back. And when Yahweh Shah comes back, we gonna know it's Yahweh Shah because he's gonna be in the biggest ship possible. Okay, you see the chariots and he saw this. He sees certain chariots that's bigger than the earth. He seen a chariot that's he described the chariot as being big as 10 football fields and this, that, and the third. But you want to know when the Lord comes, man. Okay, just like it tells you in Second Esdras, he's seen a great mountain, and that day is fast approaching. It's right. It's literally here. It's here right now. It's all you see in the media are the chariots, man. That's all they're talking about. They even talking about that or World War III, you know, or they just talking about America's decline because that's in the scriptures, man. That's prophecy. That's what's actually going to happen. The Babylon the Great being destroyed by nuclear fire, the Lord coming back in celestial vehicles to deliver his elect, and you other nations going into slavery. You're going under the nation of Israel. You want to be a captive, okay? And it says reparation, act of repairing, restoration. And again, that's the Lord, man. The Lord is going to give us that restoration. The Lord is going to repair our nation, man, not you heathen, man. Okay? You want to repay us by being our servants. But the thing is, you was meant to be that any damn way, man. So Esau and these other nations, they giving false illusions to Israel, talking about they considering reparations. And when again, you other nations, you're gonna repay us when you serve us, man. But in this current, state where Esau is in power, that's not gonna happen. We gotta wait till the Lord comes back because that's who's gonna repay us. Again, not you other nations, man. You can consider all you want. Here is 2023, man. You know, it's been over 400 goddamn years, and you still considering repaying us? Get the fuck out of here, man. And there's so many scriptures, man. I can get numbers 35. Like it's so many precepts, man. Read this article real quick. Now, this is funny. It says which these are Israelites. Depiction of Israelites being held in captivity on a slave ship. As you see them, they fetters of iron. They got their hands chained up, their legs chained up. Fast forward into the future, this is going to be the other nations, man. Instead of our people, it's going to be the heathen, man, and we going to be the overseers, man. Okay, but here they call them captives. Okay, that's a key word right there, man. It says captives being brought on board a slave ship on the west coast of Africa, 1880. Okay, now this is Isaiah chapter 14. I'm gonna go to the point, verse 2. It says, "And the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids." Okay, it's talking about when Israel get that power, we're gonna make these other nations, which they were already supposed to be our servants, but they're gonna become our servants, man. The other nations, man. Starting off with the elites, okay? Like it says in the scriptures, thy kings and thy queens shall be thy nursing fathers and thy nursing mothers. And they shall take them captives. So again, like I said before, we were your captives, but in the future, in the near future, You're going to be our captives, man. You're going to be our servants. And if you go on this article here, this comment section is crazy. Look at all these comments, man. That's a whole nother topic too, man. It says which world power should consider. Like, yeah, man, all these other nations got a hand on our captivity. But this is another video on top of video. Like, these people going crazy in the comment board. Let's go back up here. So yeah, man, looking at that key word, all you gotta do, man, that's a precept. That's Isaiah 14. Read it again. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them. Possess who? The other nations in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids. Now I don't know if you Edomites gonna be in the land of the Lord. I don't know. Cause you Edomites, you gonna be the worst. You gonna be in the worst situation possible. And it says for servants and handmaids. Who gonna be the servants and handmaids? Not us. We already did that. You other nations, you other people, you heathen are going to be our servants and handmaids. And they shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. Okay, I mean, they shall rule over. Let's see this word rule. Have dominion. Radah. Have dominion. Dominate. Tread down. That's a precept, man. Like come on, man. So that was, damn, damn. I was gonna get these. I was going right here. This is Malachi 4:3. And ye shall, this is again, this is the in the near future, and ye shall tread down. Let me see this word tread down real quick. Let me see if it's the same word. 7287. And ye shall tread down the wicked, for they shall be ashes under the soles of your feet. And the day that I shall do this, saith Yahweh Shemel Shah. This word here is to press, crush, press by treading, tread down or out, press as the grapes.